The steel cage match for the AEW off. The finalist in the 2010 Adam Page on the same
beach break. Sometimes, Ian, it gets windy at the...
And you can feel the crowd, but they may have to choose. Someday, a line apprehension on the part of right on the same page, Excalibur.
Yeah, Ian, this is almost Ospreay. Cal's family tonight.
From Aaron Street, Virginia, man Adam.
Like Arlington should be a one-horse town. His horse, this momentum, up on the shoulder, is not gentle.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Ian. From already, Excalibur, can these two men...
Most certainly need to, because the tag team competition, they are managed. Head back to the ring, and Chicago's own, the Dapper Yapper.
Challenge, the walking whipping, Kanuski.
Jeez. Do it in the back.
Well, I don't know if you've been around or following the process. So, you know, thanks for following.
I've been on commentary for you guys' matches.
I feel you. We need an anniversary lunch.
Yeah.
Blow up the whole finals of this tournament.
What a way to kick it off.
Yeah, the bell has rung. We are Takeshi starting things off, and don't forget our championship, Jon Moxley, the champion. So a special night. One-on-one here tonight, stemming from what down hurt Syndicate. Bobby Lashley promised he will deliver World Championship Eliminator. Timeless Tony Storm and AEW's meanest shoot.
So far, a little bit of a heat check, I think.
Definitely be contrasting styles here. Gear. So what that is to prevent a folk-style wrestling.
Had gear ever since. It's like smart wrestling on his. Fantastic.
Did anybody just
maybe
catch?
Pierced?
Almost avoiding the tag. Excalibur, did you pick up?
Read too much into it as
him. And we're seeing that here tonight with poor Hangman.
I mean, he understands what Ospreay's about.
That Alexander driving down Ospreay, who anchored in the center of the ring by Josh Alexander. Not go the way of the family. Both Josh Alexander.
He's done.
Takeshi.
Yeah, and only their fourth match as a tag.
Here's the deal, too. I'll tell you what the deal. These two, Ospreay and Hangman, are great individuals, and that gives them the advantage in a tag team situation.
Family, your guys. I mean, there's cohesive units that whatever configuration you have. I
mean,
well, there certainly was an eye rake there.
Today, what is this?
As Takeshi sending
Ospreay from any angle. He can do it.
Page coming in, full head of steam.
Heavy hitter, man. Page is a heavy hitter.
They're in house now.
They look great as individuals.
Yeah. Takeshi's in trouble.
Whoa. Putting on the brakes as sliding back into the fray. Hangman Page. No.
Big time kick as he got nailed with that moonsault off the apron.
What else? Very impressive.
Compressing Takeshi. Center Hangman, the sliding lariat avoided by Takeshi is in that same conversation.
Forearms left and right here.
Looking for Tombstone, but no Takeshi. Hangman, but Hangman slips behind the pop-up power.
Perfect choice of moves by Hangman right there.
And you see Ospreay's outstretched hand. Page staring
for a tag when this guy is having his way.
I just think Ospreay's a little fresher right now.
Now Ospreay holding Takeshi kicks out once again.
Team, it is very impressive. I'm just not
personalities, so I get your drift on the unit. It would work because of egos and type.
A week from this Sunday, it will be Hangman Adam Page will automate.
Oh, look at that. Ospreay just pushed Hangman out.
The beach break live here on TBS.
What's on the helps Takeshi breaks. Driven off the apron as walking weapon.
Used his whole body
ahead of Don Callis family with the advantage break.
Cynical to say about the Don advantage, taking and making the most of the inconsistency of the first-time team of
Alexander and Takeshi that take sprain Hangman. Yeah, that's the smart thing.
The tag team situation, the team that shows themselves at a distinct disadvantage.
Sure, because right from the jump, you don't have the same goal in mind. And they got to face each other in the finals.
Alexander having him as part of the every week as he gets more comfortable.
Star to shine brightest is
a fellow kid in Canada.
They speak the same language, Tess.
They do, yes. In which case, totally different language. But Josh Alexander is taking Josh Alexander.
Yeah, fans of AEW and Konosuke Takeshi, but very small hand. Just how powerful. Hangman,
what's he doing?
To the outside.
And Hangman's rattled.
Hangman, you like that?
To keep the referees
moving parts here.
Don, you're the fans serenading you. There's a lot here, quite a family.
Up a little bit of a hammerlock,
camera lock Taz.
Making that elbow go.
Got a tight, got a good S grip.
Okay.
Page able to get to the
Grip. I mean, we could get fancy, but that's what it was.
We are the same team tonight, facing for the last few moments of Alex Don Callis family.
It certainly has. Their prey has been sent to the outside.
Sure, and that's exactly what Takeshi play on that apron, and it's tough when you watch your partner get.
Remember, these two men met, and he's the wild card. And Page, that exchange with the ankle lock.
Yeah, good trick. Very well done by Alexander, and now look at Hankel.
Proficiency of Josh Alexander.
And Alexander Ospreay taking it full head of steam.
Ospreay's on fire.
And trying to take the wind out of Ospreay's. A 2-for-1. Sky Twister press. 1, 2.
Watch his breath. Control his breathing. Has an.
The Enziguri. High boot, though.
Keshta had great time in this.
You can cut the tension with a knife, but with
Ospreay and Hangman. Sky Twister
On the floor, but with Ospreay, you've got to extend.
leg hook.
Cover. 2. You guys notice this, but Ospreay, 7 days time, 1 week from this Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Sunday. Man, you just step out.
At what point does Ospreay partner than to win this match?
That's not
On Callis family.
It's not a bad idea.
That's breaking out, but what force!
Kick out. Watch here. The kick out by Ospreay, but Will was able to kick out.
Josh Alexander tonight.
Are looking sharp in the face of some very Keshta. And now Blue Sunday that he lost control.
Over-rotated.
Covered. The leg is hooked. And
Hangman Page was going to make the save there for a minute.
Spray. It's Alexander. Page.
Side out with that release German suplex.
Hell of a kick in the corner and a to the waiting arms of Josh Alexander.
He's done.
Two. Hallmark of their 3 victories as a team.
When I looked at him, man, he's pissed on that.
By virtue of that double elbow tray, but he's going to need more than that.
Poison Rana Jones.
Keshta, unable to avoid the Os Cutter strikes twice. Ospreay.
Contest at Beach Break. We got a world giving his answer to MJF later.
Oh, Hangman
Tagged himself.
tagging himself in.
He's trying to follow up.
Hangman, he was calling out the fact that and things that Ospreay. Oh, they hit him away.
Just hit him in the face with it.
Keshta the swing and the miss, but
Looking for the. Oh, wait a minute.
This could be bad for Alexander.
but Kerry could hidden blade combination. The overcome the opposition test was by 1 or nothing on Sunday.
Match up between these two athletes.
Margin for victory.
Oh, wait, watch out! Head to head.
That Blue Thunder following those domain in this match now at the mercy of the Doc Callis.
You see Alexander, the head. Oh my God, he got blasted. Another hit.
He thought it was Alexander.
He felt the hand on his chest that Ospreay thought that was Josh Alexander.
The tag match is over, but
Double or nothing. The Owen Hart Foundation mentor.
Yeah, things heating up ahead. Main event, the steel cage match. Right now, our colleague Alicia 2. Take a look at our main event.
John Moxley. You create chaos everywhere that you go is beyond reproach. Challenging you. Got it, Joe.
The cheap shot from Shift.
I am coming for put this match in a cage.
The numbers of the death.
Lock it. Steel cage.
Now to Shibata, they take an out look.
I will make you.
That is our inside 10,000 pound championship. But now I understand our colleague.
Got champions, the Hurt Syndicate. However,
Nasty, grimy, Gardner-looking ass. Clean off!
Hey, Max, you're gonna be called out. Hurt Syndicate. And you guys might underestimate us right now, but...
Oh, I like the sound of that. People are gonna underestimate you to prove them wrong. Sammy and I...
Talk there from the natural. I don't know if
yeah, especially Dante, man, he was furious.
Set for 1 fall from Las Vegas for Ricochet.
Leg, a prosthetic leg that if we take you, actually he was facing Angelico, but throughout that guest of AEW at the ringside, but security.
Everybody has their limits, including Zach. Eating around with the prosthetic.
Yeah, it's look, I'm a fan of Ricochet. Yeah, super push.
On his story, his incredible.
And his opponent. Attack! Gowan.
With the assistance of the crutches, that is because at age 8, while he was battling, inspirational figure, Ian. I mean, competing. I mean, somebody who, he's well outside of the ring.
It's incredible to see Zach. He's wrestled the best team with the Great Muta and competed on American Ninja Warrior.
You guys are saying everything is the truth. I know.
And he is somebody that you don't become a renowned, something that Ricochet should best keep.
Has been through since he's a little kid. A guy like this, what he's accomplished.
Battling cancer at age 8 with one leg and having to adapt and having to.
Well, you don't want to go on the ground, Ricochet. You don't want to go on the
elbow tie up and Gowan. He's got to surprise Ricochet to attack from
with a contrasting character. Gowan, more of that. We need more folks. His prosthetic legs, unconscionable.
Gowan avoids this. The attack, and he
inspiring. I mean, amazing.
Ringside as a guest of AEW, making his facing Ricochet one-on-one.
That was a bip shot for sure.
Ricochet, though, driving Gowan for the next 90 seconds. The action.
A willing participant in this. Oh, geez.
He's a unique guy, man. He's a hateable guy. He is. I mean,
one of a kind.
Now this is Bush League, low rent, whatever you want to call it. Ricochet once again. Ricochet just. Now arena just outside of Chicago. Ricochet on the top rope. 450 position. Ricochet on the attack. Baited him in.
Ricochet would come in hot like that.
It is Ricochet back in though.
See right there.
Right of the week in his task.
Charging in, big boot there. From this inspirational athlete, Zach.
Stopped.
It was good power by Ricochet.
I can't get with Ricochet. Look at.
Oh, now. A kiss motion. 50 after the springboard.
Again, the heart, the toughness.
That's who he's standing up for.
Gowan down inside the ring. Ricochet. Press. 1.
Whitney.
And finding that drive caliber, just how much Zach Gowan has left.
1, 2, and
Gowan! They're unguarded, Excalibur.
Visibly flustered.
He's trying this man for granted.
Maybe he figured it out.
And if he uses them in front of the referee, it's not.
Coming to a head here as Gowan with the press.
Yes!
Would have been a huge upset.
Taz, you know what he does in the corner.
Amazing.
Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. Get back to your
Jay. And I feel like that.
Ricochet. Left it all in the ring. Went to the top rope.
Think about what Zach Gowan survived in this book. All of that to set him up.
And this is not. We do not need to see any more of this.
The spirit gun come here tonight.
This has got to be jealousy. This is
was embarrassed by Zach Gowan's
decided to bully Zach Gowan. The man is, and Ricochet, like all bullies, he hates.
Hold on, Mark Briscoe.
Briscoe, you talked about Ian working his late brother Jay.
He certainly did. To stand up for Zach.
Ricochet tried to go intervening on behalf of Zach Shea. First time this evening, Dynamite Beach Break. Let's business.
You too want to hurt people.
Renee, that is an incredibly intelligent question. Days. I was the AEW. You had no choice but to admit that back, but the landscape has changed since I've gotten than it ever has. Our roster, MJF, is, I don't like to work hard. I'm gonna win. I don't like them to be a part of the four-headed dragon that would Bob. We will be a possibility.
Max, have you thought about...
Maxwell, it's imperative that you join us.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Jeff might have stepped in it, and I think that's the first time we've seen Bob.
It's an AEW World Tag Team Championship combined weight of 540 pounds. They hurt people. Shelton Syndicate.
Well, Ian,
it certainly appears that immediately when looking at these three great bad, they know it. They got the tag team going.
Own a t-shirt. Right. You don't even need shirts.
You know, just to move on shopaew.com, Taz.
Yeah.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, Martin Tough.
Calling out the Hurt Syndicate after one.
They came to answer the call of the Hurt.
Never expected it. Top flight.
People!
The emphatic statement by as Darius and Dante Martin, a world class. That's what allowed him to get the jump on him. Bloody Dante.
To the Hurt crew. And now, look at that. DD utilized their speed, quickness, and athletic.
Getting Bobby Lashley off the apron.
Dante caught in midair by Bobby. Brings down Lashley. Shelton Benjamin. Martin now. Dante the crossover.
Wow, close near fall there by Dante.
For AEW stepping up their game. The tag made.
He caught Dante
Midair. But that high crotch throw
before he turned pro. That was before KTM.
Certainly was. Potentials. Sometimes just some Darius Martin who can barely mount a
tested. They're tough young guys.
Oh, he seems perturbed, Taz, almost like
that's what Top Flight does. They can get it done, man.
Lashley driving the shoulder into the mid, and then the neck breaker damage, and now turning things over to Shelton Benjamin. Wow.
Yeah, release German suplex.
Remember, Dante, he had his head bounced off the ring. Would keep most men credits trying to crawl back into this match, but cover made by Shelton
there by Darius, showing his heart. No room to breathe. That's what you want to do, Shelton.
Back elbow delivered by Darius. Shelton's hips to make it more difficult. And you saw Dante. He came steaming in with that high. Mixing it up with Layla Gray. Steps up the knee into his boots. And all credit, Lashley cinches in.
Oh, super kick.
Dante.
Full Nelson. That hurt lock, that'll do it to Lashley.
Oh, wait a second.
Let him go. You look like an asshole. Why don't you come out since you like to hurt people?
Dustin Rhodes, Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion.
Dustin is very close to, and as a result of that pool of blood. So, cut to the since you're a businessman, I think it's obvious what.
They've had their eyes on the hurt.
Well, look. When it looks heroes. And Sammy, I suggest home with the rearranged face to you. What's up, Chicago? Grant, Sammy, we don't mean no disrespect in the ring over there. We scouting the tag team competition. So, what's up, Bobby? Of what we got and our pack.
No. You, bitch. Dustin, as you alluded to earlier, I have a resolution. How about you get it out and the winner? Nothing.
Wow.
A signal from a producer over here watching at home. Please join us. And he's finally gonna.
Well, MVP to MJF in just a matter. Syndicate are in the ring and ready to.
It's time for MJF to get out here right now.
And it was a resounding yes from the fans here.
And there's. Oh, man!
Yeah, save it. Come with me.
It was a big graphic. Obviously, Taz expecting the work.
I think we got
MJF, move it, man. You're wasting these people's valuable.
There's the old phrase, if someone tells you as MJF has done nothing.
And you see Lashley with that MJF has been making his overtures here tonight.
This is your moment, so I hope you're ready. We had our discussion. Once again, MVP. Thumbs up. Shelton?
And not changing his mind either.
Gotta be unanimous.
Pivotal moment for MJF. Maybe some hope.
Shelton's gonna nail him.
MJF's none the wiser.
With MJF is Shelton, he's all. They're gonna blend. What?
Whoa! Wow! Hey!
What's the ground rules here?
Show that man some love. Maxwell, MJF contract sign.
This is shocked. This is, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley.
Very expect Lashley to give that thumbs up. Series MVP. I'm sorry, MJF.
AEW World Championship, but fans still the AEW World Championship in Advanced DraftKings Sportsbook is official bonus bets instantly. Simply download the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
Bet on that.
He sits right in. And we are about to be graced by the presence of the
Fast forward ball is an AEW Women's World Loser from stage 7 at
engaging in an eliminator match test by Penelope Ford, Anna Jay, and red hot as of late, Ian. But if she doesn't even need to be involved in the Toni Storm's AEW Women's World Championship.
She's been seeking fight.
In-ring experience in this past feeding Mercedes Moné and Me Championship away from Mercedes Champion.
No, Mercedes Moné did not. Part of Neogenesis. Openweight champion, a lineage that includes Willow Nightingale.
Why don't you own Mina?
Shirakawa, formerly of the Stardom Promotion W roster, Taz. She is somebody that ate to her limit at Forbidden Door last year.
She's got really old school dancing. That's what I do. Yes, I understand dancing. You know this. And Queens.
An eagerly anticipated return to Sky Blue, Chicago, Illinois. Now returning to action form in the AEW Women's World Championship was deemed to be all elite.
To which the injury may have set required to fix the fibula. Up here, Timeless Toni Storm and Sky Blue take it to the outside.
Off at New Japan's Resurgence event Friday. Izumi, also the artist is in possession of Izumi. It just goes to show you, Taz. Oh, wait a second. And Izumi able to kick out.
That means she's quite
with a leg there by Mina Shirakawa as on the floor. Strong Women's Champion. Those title holders were vying for a shot. Volumes about what that title means.
Target for sure. Storm knows that. And look at here.
Sky Blue, the DDT into the ring, putting on the brakes for Sky Blue. Sky the kick.
And this is a great sign for Sky Blue keeping.
And listen, coming back and throwing yourself right, Blue, but she's looking pretty good except for that part right there.
Storm.
Oh, and it earns the history between Mina and Coral.
As right hands being delivered by.
And now Storm and
these two connected.
And Timeless Toni Storm, she spent familiar with Mina Shirakawa and strikes.
And it is Mina. No, reverse. Oh, Izumi. Situation at Resurgence and captured
Storm. The Cazadora.
That's the old school way of applying the figure four.
Figure four, the champion in the center of the ring.
To break the hold.
Eliminator match. Izumi and Mina.
And just what happened on Friday alone is enough for Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah, very close and hungry for.
Mina taking a Izumi. Oh! Taking down Timeless Toni Storm as soon as she got back to her feet.
Sky Blue, the last one still.
Not holding anything back here. It's the action on Dynamite Breach Break.
Any doubt, any question?
Yeah, Taz, it would be to take those risks of there tonight.
No, and you can't. You know that. You got to go full throttle, especially with three women that are world-class athletes.
This is all for an opportunity to earn the most sought-after.
When the Owen Hart Foundations from Ring of Honor, from Stardom, from New Japan, the AEW Women's title, is because of the legacy.
Mina Shirakawa. And now Luther scurrying out of Izumi, resuming their conflict. And in between.
Certainly, that's a risk that I would not take. I want to be in there to break up any pin attempt.
And now
by Sky Blue.
I would argue, even before the injury, there's some new confidence.
Injuries, you could train differently when you return.
And again, it keeps coming back to Sky.
Thanks to Sky Blue. Now Tony's all over.
You never did that with your suplexes.
Well, like my hips. Crazy hip girl.
Good of an answer as I could have expected.
That's tough to
Have it, beach break. Luther.
Chicago, Illinois, the four-way match, the AEW, Mina Shirakawa, Azumi representing this months away from the ring due to injury.
Abound. Ooh! And no woman.
Yes, exactly. Again, like I stated earlier, all trios, quad match, nothing. Oh, look at that.
And it's Mina and Sky Blue now.
Shirakawa, center of the ring, and as reported by the Chicago exclusive multi-week residency of AEDX.com, released German soup
In wrestling town for decades.
Dealer's choice, lining up
The largest muscle in the human body.
Mina Shirakawa, now Azumi, this past Friday night championship, a title held by Mercedes Moné, and that is the same type of situation that could occur by pinning either Sky Blue or Mina.
What a 5-day period. But it's
Mina, don't stop. Sky's in trouble.
From the champion, and now sky high for Toni Storm on being out to the apron, roundhouse kick. Toni Storm
now the last two in the ring.
And a hook kick, that back heel kick. Right into that thrust kick from Sky Blue. Azumi, look at that diving double foot.
The code blue here. Azumi, right back to the middle of the ring.
Get hit. No! Toni Storm
12-0 as a champion in these eliminator.
As timeless Toni Storm. Oh! And Mina there to break it up. And Storm Zero of arm, ducks the back fist. Now the big. Over the course of her career in
Toni Storm is shocked as anyone, but she pinned the champion to do it.
What a great reversal. Now Mina Shirakawa has earned each of it. Oh, look at that. Doesn't have to wait long to get her shot at the
AEW Women's World Title.
Knockdown, drag out. I'm telling you,
she was not content to wait for nothing, but
great effort from Azumi.
Moné just came
and a kick shot. Look at that. It's locked in.
Cramping. You see Jamie Hayter coming from behind. Get revenge. They will do tournament at double or nothing with the winner. Hayter is lining up for Haterade.
Oh, pings up, and we were getting a preview test
of Mercedes. Mercedes got out of double.
How's your back?
Tournament coming up at double or nothing, but AEW Women's World Championship B, a big night in the desert as from Sunday for double or nothing. King of amazing, earlier this week, of his generation, Terry Brunk, a tenacious competitor inside the ring, turned wrestling on its head, and he did every generations of professional wrestlers, even yet to come. I am fortunate enough to career was intertwined with Sabu, none other than
he was a machine. You know, he was a machine. Was always amazing. He brought the best out of me. You know, it was cool. That's what this man was. And behind, I'm gonna miss you, brother. I love.
Congratulations as an order engine.
I hurt people. Can you believe this? This is great. Sterling, go over the contract, make sure everything's fine.
Hello? Hey guys, Max.
Come on. Okay, you know what, Mark? What's this lawyer thing? Back without having your lawyer look it over to make sure that it's clear.
To come here tonight on Dynamite, our main Joe versus John Moxley.
We're in Chicago, and of course, join Nigel McGuinness. And Nigel, at the end of the program, you were involved.
First of all, I want to apologize to you, Tony. Get in the ring when you're an announcer.
And we're going to take you back to Collision last Collusion. One. And then Dax took
pushing Nigel over his breaking point. Held FTR off until Daniel Garcia and but to Nigel's point, he kind of broke some unwritten.
Nigel, go ahead.
So, look, Dad, let someone goad me into interrupting his purse. So, again, from the bottom of my place is next to this man.
Danny?
Nigel, you can keep your apology. You did exactly what you yourself. To end my career. They tried to add career too. Guys, regardless, with or without, or you can turn your back on me, you can go back to the absolute honor for you to stand by my side.
I cannot believe
the unmistakable voice of Stoke. I'm sorry, Big Stoke.
Right. But after 8, Nigel McGuinness, what you did last week, Dax, you on his shoulder, so Nigel McGuinness.
What's my is when someone puts their hands on me, I'm so sorry.
Well, guess what, Nigel? That apology, FTR.
there are repercussions and consequences. Wow. And we decided punishment should be getting TR. Because in that match, they can't be to you and for what they do to Dan.
Well, I guess, be honest, they're 10-time world conversation. If I'm honest, they'd kill.
You're right. You're right. I've the odds for your entire career. My entire career. Nigel McGuinness teaming with...
Okay. You know what? You don't. You can continue doing what you're doing. AEW, and every single week trying to... Nigel, I mean...
Dax in cash. Shatter machine on Garcia. Nigel. The TR, but Dax with the close fist through the jaw. Dax just... Oh, no. Now look. It's Daddy Magic. Daddy Magic what does. Better of it. What? Nigel McGuinness FTR.
Just the lowest of the God for Daddy Magic. Who cares? That's Stokely Hathaway and Evan Crowbar Tazarov. This could be a very different end than a lot.
And Nigel against Dax Hall with cash for Nigel McGuinness. One that
will be on his mind until Collision.
Normal network, normal time for Collision Beach Break. Man who meant so much to not also coming up at Collision Beach Break. The Pro Fox this Saturday night, 8/7 Central on East off inside the ring this Saturday night. Ball. Mike Bailey mix it up this and the Sons of Texas in a #1 contenders match brewing over the last few weeks. It will finally come this Saturday night. But coming up next match, Samoa Joe, the former champion, Jon Moxley, next. Main event time live on
Each match for the championship. The only in Beach, California, 23 World Trios
champion, the 10th champion in the history, man that never received a rematch after losing.
Champion's number, Taz.
Gonna be an all-night job, obviously, with that title.
As we've seen over the last few weeks, kryptonite for the AEW.
weighing 231 pounds, Elite Wrestling,
partner of AEW right now. All customers can event, get enough right wins to earn your share of the to play free. DraftKings, the crown
via top, around the waist, championship, the title that is encased in.
You only can assume that it's in that city championship.
Jon Moxley, who has held that world championship title belt upon that title, and what it represents.
Well, he is the champion. It's opinion. I don't agree with it. You win the belt, that guy tick, that's up to him. That's his business.
No one can get inside the mind of Jon Moxley.
Man inside the cage. As this is pinfall or submission, 1,000 pounds of steel.
Yeah, you know, danger right there, Samoa Joe. That I promise you. I've had titles, both of them.
Experience inside of a steel cage. Omega inside a steel cap. Kenny Omega in the back. Figuratively,
time ever the AEW World Title is being defended. We know Double or Nothing is 1 week from Sun. The challenger headbutts the champion.
Yeah, Collision on TV. Big rolling elbow strike. And now Moxley set face first.
Eagle, use it. And that's what Joe's doing right. Ready, Moxley.
Talked about that Kakina clutch. I mean, he's tapped out to it. He's passed out from it.
From the shoulder, you're absolutely right. We saw Samoa Joe in New Orleans with the Coquina clutch.
Stinging chops.
The hand around the throat of the champion. Could very well decide, will face at All In May 25th in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation of being deemed the Owen Hart Foundation All In Texas. We're the winner of the Owen Hart Foundation AEW Women's World Championship.
Well, it's a great, the first AEW pay-per-view in Texas cover.
Cover in Arlington would be at the back of the knee.
Yeah, that was a good move. That was, I mean, he's going back at it with a shoulder.
There. Making that knee go left to
right. So if you can, you want
often that Jon Moxley finds himself in a position. The knee braces on the knee. He has dealt with knee issues in the past. He's right now.
I don't blame him. He's trying to defend Joe. He's got to keep this figure.
Joe smartly trying to disengage.
And this is all. As Joe has reversed the figure four up. Joe relinquishes the hold, but not been without casualties. Of course, Pat then taken out by the Death Riders. Then Joe driven down and
the world to take those big, deep breaths, filling the lungs.
Arrow press. The enforcer, the bodyguards. Nightingale's match was just Statlander because Willow,
she's not shy to get involved.
Oh my God, look at this. On the face, the flesh of Samoa Joe.
Partaking on
it. He's going to drop something. Mox had an opportunity.
Lunging in. That kick and the shot.
Through the chest. Joe firing back.
No, they are. But right now, that is going to do it. Now Joe is fired up.
He's backing the AEW World Champion to the corner. Expect Cage to generate some extra level
for Mox as he takes back the advantage that
the Death Riders.
Moxley left Claudio for
and Powerhouse Hobbs
takes up here.
Ring. That there's no external.
Should be when the world title's on the line inside of a steel.
Setting in the cage. I mean, in this type of, no matter how strong your poker face is,
and Joe knows how to go. He sees that blood lighting back.
And now the blood flowing freely. Oh, Moxley changing Moxley. The AEW World Championship. Samoa Joe has drawn first blood.
And during the break, fans, there's Willow Nightingale, Powerhouse Hobbs, who can't dagger.
The blood is flowing. Battering. Mox
is the challenger that drew the champion's blood.
Off. Moxley saying, I'm getting help. He ain't going anywhere.
Manhattan drop.
What a senton!
It's a ton of weight, obviously, landing on.
Being driven out of Moxley's lungs. Blood.
It's like he got shot in the face with a bazooka.
Oh, planting the champion.
Again, the STF. Moxley and Joe.
A hallmark of Samoa Joe Classics
on the verge. A desperate crawl to the ropes.
For the ropes, who had a new champion there. Danger.
Champion at the mercy.
Buster. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Mox floats over the lateral press here, but Joe keeps. Moxley incensed. He thought still left in the tag.
Well, if you're the champion, if you're
trying to get as Samoa Joe brought underneath Kikina clutch. Excellent counter by Joe there.
Inside. Joe had to give it up.
Fear Willow Nightingale and now Powerhouse. Willow, the world champion's back,
and in the balance.
Oh, wait. Whoever that was, he passed Moxley the brave.
Gabe Kidd
from New Japan, the AEW World Champion. And look at Claudio Castagnoli with a low blow.
At his back turning.
The Coquina clutch locked in. And then Gabe Moxley.
And what? Willow! Has been neutralizing from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Look at this. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson coming. They've been trying to ingratiate themselves to tonight, a smug word of AEW.
It's Jackson with the outstretched hand.
Matt, he is spoiling from Omega Castagnoli. Oh, but Kenny, you could be walking into a pitch battle, the body, the abdomen.
That is just months old.
Now delivering Omega. Look at
these, so they want to cage these guys in here.
Cage with the Death Riders, with the Young Bucks.
Oh, this. It's Speedball Mike, Kenny Omega, Samoa Joe are trapped.
Against them, they're getting eaten alive.
And in the view. On one, 7-on-1. And Mox.
They're making a heavy statement.
Terrible. This is unconscionable.
Whose house? It is a cage, though. I respect the fact Swerve's out here, though.
No matter what, Swerve has Swerve. That's one way. And look at this now, Matthew. Matthew Jackson agonizing Swerve for weeks. And the EB.
Last time, I was brains beaten by a steel chick, psycho mind. Realize something. I am the fear in AEW. And these gentlemen here, and a little bit of anarchy. Phoenix, Arizona.
Anarchy in the arena. After counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Randy Orton. Bang! What a move. Many superstars have butted heads with Randy Orton over the years. From what you've seen in those matches, what's a winning strategy against the Viper?
You have to match the Viper's intensity. If you're not fighting twice as hard as he is, then he's going to devour you. So get your head in the game and attack like you mean it.
Soaring European uppercut. John Cena not looking so at home after taking that hit.
I don't think he's going to give up so easily, though. Stomp in the leg.
And saw what was coming there. Oh, what an uppercut. Jarring. And a drop kick. Picture perfect. Up the rope he goes.
To the sky. You gotta be kidding me. Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible. But at what cost?
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Answers back on Orton. Big forearm.
Looks like he knew what was coming next.
And now unloading rights on his opponent.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Oh, kick connects.
And hold on, are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
Uh-oh. Hung out to dry.
Spiking DDT. Moving on what seems like natural instinct alone. Orton looking as impressive as ever.
KO out of nowhere.
Can that keep Cena down?
He kicked out at two.
Going up against John Cena has to be intimidating enough. And then he's able to kick out like that. Unbelievable.
Orton is going to have to keep his composure moving forward. He thought he'd put him down with that one, and now he's got to think of another way.
Countered into an STO, and he needed that badly. But Cena still has to do more to get this fully in his favor. Bang, nice contact there.
Randy completely dictating the pace here.
And Cena has no answer for this offense from the Viper.
And Cena with the wherewithal to counter.
Wow, sunset flip powerbomb.
Indy counters.
One counter met by another. Back and forth, counter after counter. Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Driven down, Emerald Flosion. That just knocked him a bit off balance.
And that sky high. Through the air.
It connects.
That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time. Incredible courage to even attempt that.
First drop. Oh, absolutely brutal.
Oh, no, I think they may have busted him open, guys.
Face first into the post. John Cena and Randy Orton have put their bodies through so much. This is an unbelievable effort. From the top. Oh, went for it all and gets nothing. Randy might be defeated here. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Refusing to give up even an inch
of ground as this match continues.
Back elbow blows outward. Nice running crossbody. Orton getting worked on right now.
Cena able to cut Randy off with a barrage of offense.
Boom, one step ahead there.
Orton's finally able to slow all of those incoming attacks.
Orton hoping to start a rush of his own with that attack. Anything can happen in WWE, and this audience is seeing that firsthand.
The entire WWE Universe is going to have to pick their jaws off the floor after this one's done.
The Viper about to give Cena a dose of venom. KO! Devastating attack from the Viper.
And into the cover. That's it. The blood and sweat put into this match. Well worth it.
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Oh my, what is happening? What in the H-E double hut?
And come on now, not giving him